Welcome to tonight's game between the Bulldogs and the Kangaroos. I'm Dennis Cometti, and I'm pleased you could join us. Before getting on the plane to come here, I told the ticket lady send one of my bags to Melbourne, one to Sydney and one to Brisbane. She said she couldn't do that. I'm not sure why she didn't understand, because as I told her, the airline did it for me last week. Anyway, it's good to be back at Docklands. With me is a legend of the game, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Den. I'm very excited about tonight's match.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelled correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask.
Melbourne is the team that plays with you and me.
Umpire tosses the coin. We've got a clear favourite here, and you'd have to think it's the team in the 8. I can't wait for this encounter to begin, and I think the crowd would agree with me too. They're on the edge of their seats. I'm excited for this one, Richo.
Both teams have a fine balance of inside grunt and outside silk through the midfield, and a defence that's growing together. I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Goldstein tries his luck along the ground. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato, quickly disposed of by Picken. Bumps the pigskin, so well timed. Wood searches for the man downfield. Strong mark by Higgins. Jams it on the boot. He spills the mark. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato, quickly disposed of by Picken. Suckling finds his man on the move. Daniel collects it. Choose to kick it. Good mark by Roughhead. Choose to kick it. Nice hands. Jams it on the boot. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. He runs for home. Bontempelli gets the kick off before he's poleaxed by Daniel. He gets the hand pass. Boyd in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 35 metres out, going for goal number 1. It looked like a goal, but it grazed the post. The Bulldogs by a point. McMillan assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. The mark is taken by Boyd. 35 metres out. Going for goal number 1. The Western Bulldogs get a goal. Boyd kicks his first. Goal. That's the first one of the game.
Boyd really wears his heart on his sleeve.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Goldstein is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. He lays off the pass. He grabs the ball. What a crunch. Redpath with the pickup. Wallace has given away a free kick. Cunnington puts his boot on it. He gets the upper hand.
Daniel, one out in the square. A great effort. Puts boot to ball. Takes that one strongly. That's a piercing kick from Boyd. Strong mark by Thompson.
Thompson, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Jong boots it.
Kicks. The ball spills to right. The umpire says, give it to me. Punched by Roughhead. A favourable bounce. He's drilled him with a huge bump. Roughhead taps it. He passes just before he's taken down by Brown. Sends it on its way. Time to check the stats. Richo.
The Western Bulldogs have enjoyed the majority of the ball in this match with an impressive lead in the possession stats at 70% to 30%. You could slip a bit of paper in between these two teams on the marking stats. They're really that close. The Kangaroos are really showing their domination in tackles with 7, but the Western Bulldogs have only managed 2.
Thank you very much, Richo. A quick break and we're back at it.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Bontempelli throws the ball. Free kick. Cunnington sends the ball on its way. Marked by Smith. Sends it on its way. Liberatore wins the marking contest.
Liberatore's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. He boots it. He takes a strong mark.
Boyd with quite a challenge in front of him. A great effort. He steadies now in front of goal. 40 metres out. Johannesson with quite a challenge in front of him. Score for the Western Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have scored the last 2 goals. The Western Bulldogs in front. Umpire bounces the ball. Roughhead with the tap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Wallace again, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
The Bulldogs with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 19-0.
Wallace may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure.
With the ball now. Smith grabs that one.
The Western Bulldogs have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Roughhead misses the ball, red path, passes it. A solid use of the body then. He boots it.
Goldstein gains possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Goldstein gets the tap. Daniel aims for his man on the ground. Deft touch from Tarrant. Handball short. Cunnington lets fly with a shot at goal. That was a long kick for goal. North Melbourne sink their first. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down.
It's disappointing for a team when they have such a dominant ruckman who can direct his hit-outs to teammates, yet his teammates butcher the ball moving forward. North Melbourne need to start capitalising on his superiority. Cunnington gains the loose ball. Even under extreme pressure, he's got the handball out. He almost anticipated just where the pass was going and got there first. Campbell slams the ball to his boot. Jong hits it. The ball is gathered.
He runs for home, going for goal number 1. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Not a bad idea to run around here and open the face. Going for goal number 2, gets the behind. The Bulldogs with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading North Melbourne 20-6. He's looking for options now. McMillan kicks to himself. Gets boot to leather. Richo has some stats for us now.
North Melbourne have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. It's half-time and no doubt the coach will want to have a chat to his team about their first half performance. A nice long half-time break and we're ready for another half of footy.
Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own 2 ears.
Bontempelli with the interception. Goldstein went straight through him. Handball short. No, that's just giving the ball away. He spills the mark. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Redpath just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Gets boot to leather. Simply outplayed the opposition there. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Goal for Roughhead. That's his first. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Goldstein gets onto the ball. Handball short. A clean pickup. Weight has gone missing, Richo.
Dennis, he just seems to be continually choosing the wrong option.
Boots it. Nice hands. Bumps the pigskin. Great mark.
The Bulldogs are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. Wallace kicks it. Tarrant with a strong mark. He boots it. That's a mark.
Chip kick along the wing. Drops the mark and the Crummers are waiting. Good tap from Young. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Atlee, the better man there. Choose to kick it. Daniel with the mark. He kicks inside 50. Redpath had no chance, but at least he made an attempt. He takes the ball over the line. The umpire will toss it back in. The ruckmen are locked in battle. Guided by Brown. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Atlee gets it on the bounce. Zeeble manages to get the handball out of the pack. Wright goes down like a silent tree in the forest. The loose ball scooped up, guided by Boyd. Liberatore slams one on the boot for goal. Clean tap by Atlee. Lucky bounce collected. Cleanly picked up. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
That's right, Dan. His opponents are all over him.
30 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. And they stretch out their lead. All is in readiness. The bounce is dead straight. Brown with a big fist on it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Tapped by Brown. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Campbell grabbed high by Zeeble. Kicks it. Daniel coughs it up. Let's have a look at the stats.
The possession stats paint a clear picture of this match, with the Western Bulldogs having the bulk of possession. The Bulldogs appear to have a distinct advantage with 37 kicks over 18 kicks from North Melbourne.
Thank you very much, Richo. Only one term to go now.
Never let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way.
The bouncing ball is controlled. A wayward kick from Wood. Turner takes an uncontested mark. Slams it on the boot. Great grab. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Higgins whacks one on the boot for goal. That's a very well executed goal. North Melbourne are in real trouble now. The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Well, the Kangaroos have been dominant in the ruck. They haven't been able to give their receivers first use of the ball, and that's why they're losing this match. He takes a strong mark. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Kangaroos. Wright with the kick. Tarrant takes a contested mark.
Sends it on its way. Marked by Zeeble. Kicks. Great mark. Choose to kick it. Strong mark.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. But North Melbourne forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Gets boot to Leather. The loose ball picked up. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Takes it well. He steadies now in front of goal. 60 metres out. That's a massive kick. Higgins takes it well. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Higgins with the shot. Just fell through. They're gaining momentum here. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Tapped by Goldstein. McLean throws the ball. Free kick. Sends it on its way. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg.
Smith has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up.
30 metres out. Going for goal number 1. North Melbourne add one to their tally. North Melbourne trailing by less than 2 goals. They're still in this. Here's the bounce. Good tap from Goldstein. Morris with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Kicks hurriedly. Goes by hand. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Suckling couldn't keep his hands on it. The Bulldogs certainly deserving of that win. Richo to wrap up the match.
To succeed, you need to find something to hold on to, something to motivate you, something to inspire you.
Final scores are 32-24. Well, that's all we have time for. We only part to meet again, maybe next weekend.